Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
6 candidates will soon be interviewed to be the next CCSD superintendent. Details on those candidates who are up for the job. Thank you so much for tuning in to 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Cynthia Puga, filling in for Lena Bleeds. Starting off with your top stories, 2 women are arrested and accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars of crypto from a California man. Police say the man was attending a Bitcoin-themed event in November when he met the women at a nightclub at Encore. According to a police report, the man says he believed he was drugged after the women gave him a drink. All 3 got into a car, and that's when the man says the driver pointed a gun at him a few blocks away from the Encore and told him to get out. That's when he says he realized his phone, watch, and wallet were missing. The report states just over $275,000 was withdrawn from the Gemini cryptocurrency account. And Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford joined a lawsuit on Thursday challenging Elon Musk's role in the federal government. The lawsuit says Musk gained an unconstitutional level of power through his role leading the Department of Government Efficiency. Ford and the attorneys general of 13 other states are seeking an injunction barring Musk from issuing orders to anyone in the executive branch outside his department. And who will be the next Clark County School District Superintendent? 6 candidates are up for the job. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleeds tells us about them.
The 6 candidates the CCSD school board will interview come from a pool of 46 candidates who applied to lead the country's 5th largest school district. Joan Ebert is the Nevada Superintendent of Public Instruction and worked on the appointment of a compliance monitor for CCSD. Pedro Martinez is the acting CEO of Chicago Public Schools despite recently being fired. He was the superintendent of the Washoe County School District in 2014, where he was fired, then hired back 10 days later. Jason Glass is the former commissioner for the Kentucky Department of Education and is currently an associate vice president at Western Michigan University. Joshua Stars, the former superintendent of Montgomery County Public Schools in Maryland, he is now the managing partner for the Center of Model Schools. He was also one of 3 finalists in consideration for the top job in Milwaukee schools, but they announced a different person. John Azalone is the superintendent of the Comma School District in Washington and has over 2 decades of experience in CCSD, including serving as assistant superintendent from 2021 to 2022 and serving as principal at 3 high schools. Ben Scholdiner is the superintendent of Lansing School District in Michigan and said he's raised the high school graduation rate by 27% in 3 years. For more on each candidate, visit lvrj.com.
Let's move on to your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Warmer and calmer conditions are here just in time for Valentine's Day and the weekend. You can expect a cloudy evening, winds between 10 to 15 miles per hour, and temperatures in the 50s range for tonight. Now let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures will continue in the mid-60s this weekend and into the rest of next week, with mostly sunny skies predicted. You can also expect overnight lows in the 40s. Let's get into your business news, brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. Wynn Resorts isn't in any rush to develop the 34 acres it owns across the strip from its Wynn and Encore Las Vegas resorts. During an earnings call, company executives re-emphasized its focus on an island resort it is building in the United Arab Emirates. CEO Craig Billings said Wynn has done early studies on what could be built on the land on the strip, but with the recent opening of Fontainebleau and Durango, the company is holding off making any plans for it. Wynn purchased the land in 2017 for an estimated $336 million. And 2 new family-friendly destinations are coming to Las Vegas this year. Unleashed Brands says it's bringing its Urban Air Adventure Park indoor attractions to 2 leased locations, one at 8540 West Desert Inn Road and the other at 4817 West Craig Road. The locations will include trampolines, laser tag, dodgeball, obstacle courses, and climbing walls.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders have the number 6 pick in this year's draft, but should they entertain the idea of drafting Ashton Genty out of Boise State? Adam Hill has more.
He's an unbelievable talent, never tackled by the first guy, always breaks through, gets into the secondary, and has enough speed to break a play anytime he gets loose. But here's the issue. He is a running back. We understand the value of running backs now, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to draft one in the top 10 of the draft for the Raiders with so many other issues.
Watch for Adam's full mock draft coming out on Monday at vegasnation.com. Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. It's Heidi Fang here, and Formula One is looking to adjust ticket prices for this year's Las Vegas Grand Prix. During MGM Resorts International's year-end earnings call Wednesday, President and CEO Bill Hornbuckle alluded to talks being held by F1 to adjust ticket prices for November's race. Las Vegas Grand Prix spokeswoman Lori Nelson-Kraft confirmed those talks were being had, with planning for next year's race already underway. One of the main complaints from locals and visitors is that the tickets were too expensive, with the average fan being priced out from attending the event. Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. As pitchers and catchers report to spring training, the Dodgers are the clear plus 225 favorites at the Westgate Superbook to repeat as World Series champions, and the Yankees are the plus 675 second choice. The Braves and Orioles are tied for the 12-1 third pick, followed by the Phillies and Mets at 14-1 and the Astros at 16-1. The Guardians and Mariners are 20-1, followed by the Padres, Rangers, Tigers, and Red Sox at 25-1.
In your 7 at 7 lifestyle news, sponsored by Palms Casino Resort, your Vegas to California connection. Big opportunities at the Sphere for students in Clark County. The second annual Sphere EXO Design Challenge is underway, and as of right now, aspiring artists from kindergarten through college are designing illustrations for Earth Day. Some are using paper, and others are working with virtual reality to make their creations. And the winners will have their artwork shown on Sphere on April 22nd.
For the whole world to see is something that I would never imagine happen, but it did happen, and I'm so happy it did because it changed my life for me and the school too.
And the best part about this is you get to help decide whose art is shown on Sphere on Earth Day. We'll let you know when you can take part in a worldwide voting process. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. The lineup for this year's Electric Daisy Carnival is bigger than ever. EDC returns to Las Vegas Motor Speedway May 16th through the 18th with over 250 acts spread out on 16 stages, which is the most in its history. DJs performing include Dom Dalla, Afrojack, Illenium, Fisher, and Alice in Wonderland. The EDM festival is expected to draw more than 525,000 attendees. This year's theme is Kinetic Metropolis, a city built on culture, music, and community. In your health news, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. It's the day of love, and some cute babies celebrated their first Valentine's Day in style. Newborns delivered on this special day dressed in adorable Valentine's Day outfits to spread love and joy. They were born at Sunrise Hospital, Sunrise Children's Hospital, Southern Hills Hospital, and Mountain View Hospital, and they are warming hearts in the labor and delivery units. Families, nurses, doctors joined in on the celebration, capturing sweet moments of love as they welcome their newest additions to the world. That's been your 7 at 7 p.m. news update. You can watch us Monday through Friday on your favorite streaming platforms. We hope you have a great Valentine's Day, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law.